Hello, everybody in Python class. Yes, we're going to have some fun with Scratch, which many people think of as a game. Well, it is. It's also an excellent way to introduce anybody of any age to programming. So we're going to use our friend Mr. Felix the Cat, or whatever you want to call him, to visually show what code does. And you notice over here there is no code. It's a visual representation of what we'll be typing in Python. Okay, so you want to go to scratch.mit.edu. This is a very famous how to get started in coding place. They created this, I don't know how many years ago. It's used in elementary schools, junior high, high schools, and yes, even for important college students. I used to use this in a robotics class to get students started. And what it does is it gives you a visual representation of the code flow, which is important when you're learning programming. Not at the beginning necessarily, but after a while, after you get better, you can literally see solutions in your head, and this helps with that ability. All right, so we started, oh dear. When you get to this point, you get to the Scratch website. I usually log in so I can save my projects. It'll say start creating here. I've already logged. Well, just a second. Let me log out. Let me sign out. This is what you'll see. You can do start creating. I created an account so that I can sign in. When you do start creating, you can also create an account right up here. Join Scratch. Sign in. When you first knew Scratch, you go through a little tutorial. This little guy here is your beginning tutorial. Hello, we have a bird. We have a guy on the mountaintop. What does that have to do with anything? Probably nothing, but it is fun.
With Scratch.
See? Little videos and yep, you don't have to look through this if you don't want to, but it is kind of fun.
Add as many characters as you want
Yep.
to your project.
And you can see why this would appeal. You can see why this would appeal to almost anybody, especially younger children. All right, I'm going to sign in because that is my normal place. If you join, because I want to save my programs, you don't have to. I'm going to sign in with my account, my college account. Here's my blank person when I'm saving a file, and I want to get back to it later because you can create very complex stuff in here. I mean, you can literally do like a moon rover game in here. So I'm going to call this move the cat. You got to move. I could do you got to move it. See, I can't understand that, but if I do you got to move it. See the logic behind how Python names their files? If you have the letters all together in one place, you can't read it. Here, you can read it. And you can't have spaces in file names for programming. All right, you're about to share the project. No, I don't want to share the project. Nope. I mean, you can share your project for other people, but I don't want to do that. So where do I go? Oh, I could go over to here. There it is. You got to move it. They call it see inside, which just means you're seeing the code. You can see I don't use Scratch very often. I've run into little kids and high school, junior high students that can go in here and create like gigantic worlds. All right, so I'm going to be your video tutorial because there is a getting started. Where is that getting started? Tutorials, getting started. I'm going to go through it on my own, but look at some of these getting started tutorials. It goes on and on and on and on and on. You can code a cartoon. How about that? Make a clicker game. I ran into a young man who was trying to make a clicker game, and I knew how to do it. But when I was working with, I pretended I didn't know what he was doing, so he could show it to me. He was quite proud of that. All right. Okay, well, maybe I could make a clicker game. It's not something I do very often. All right, so when you have a program, and sometimes I lose track of where these are, when you click is where you start. This is called the hat to the program. You can see it's a little hat. When you drag it out here, that puts it in the play area. And then if I want to play the program, or go, it says, there we are. Nothing happened. Why did nothing happen? because there's no code. There's nothing to execute. So I want to do something. So I'm going to go, I think, motion. Yep, there we go. I'm going to move 10 steps. Well, who's going to move 10 steps? You? Yeah, stand up and move 10 steps. No, the cat is going to move 10 steps, but he moved very quickly. There's a way to pause between each step, but we aren't quite there yet. But I'd like to do two things. So this is sequential programming, meaning the cat has to move 10 steps. And where's the say? Yep, sound, say. You can play meow if you want. That's kind of funny. Oh, there's a say in here somewhere. Where is it? They don't always put things in the right where I think they should be. Oh, here it is. See, when I think of say, I think of words, but it's actually going to do this. Sequential, move, play the sound until done, say hello for 2 seconds. That's the execution steps of the code. When you're writing Python, if you think of these literal steps in your head, that's how it's working. It's sequential. It goes down one thing at a time. It does not multi-thread. We will do multi-threading in programming, but it's going to be in a much later class, like Intro to Computer, probably Computer Science 1 in our 3rd class. All right, let's run it. See? That was pretty funny, wasn't it? We could put in a little loop and move 10 steps and move a lot slower, but you get the idea. Next up, the variable.